Hi, this is Louis, and the extract I'm going to analyze today is from the film A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. It was written and directed by Anna Lily Amirpour, and it was labeled as a black and white horror film. The interesting thing is, except the horror film, it's also contain a multi-genre such as thriller, romance, and even spaghetti western. As Tasha Robinson said, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night is an interesting and declamatory statement of purpose. Amirpour is more concerned with creating memorable dabbler, which her character often drifted around like kelp in deep water. Mark Kermode also said it's a film about crossing boundaries, so accept all the genres crossing together. Although there's part like characters' characteristics, the modern and old-fashioned mixed up together, and also about the culture and the religion. They also crossing boundaries together and to mix and create this film. And now I'm going to analyze some interesting shots inside this extract. The first one I'm going to analyze is actually the first shot in this extract. It's a wide shot of the girl walking out of the store. And it's quite interesting about this missing scene. On the left side of the frame, there's a post just as similar as the post of the film, and the girl walking out of the store and across it. On the right side, there's a woman with cigarette looking directly to the girl. The interesting part is inside the store, there's a post of a man, just like the woman with cigarettes. He is also looking directly to the girl. I think Amirpour here is using this unique style of mise en scene to help us pay our attention and concentrate on the girl. She might be the victim or a very important character. After two stable shots, it jumped to a very unstable and shaking handheld indoor shots where the girl starts to dance inside the room with the music on. And here's the first music inside this extract. This 80s pop music actually gives us audience a feeling of watching a music video. With all the posters and decoration in the room, it actually gives us more information about the girl and the characteristic rather than a victim or the attacker. The next thing I want to talk about is actually a technique that Amirpour seems to use a lot in the film, and it actually gives us the feeling of the spaghetti western. A focus pulling between different characters. It just looks like there's two cowboys about to meet each other, and it gives us this feeling of unknown and unstable between the two characters. In the film, Amirpour also used techniques like the close-up to the characters or extreme close-up to the props to create this spaghetti western feeling, and it's such a good job to increase the intense of the film. When they all get into the thug's home, there is a very interesting frame that I like the most in this extract. You can see in the upper half of the frame, you can see the girl, the fish tank, and the body of the deer. And in the lower half, you can see the thug smoking, counting money, with the tiger blanket, the tiger poster on the wall. It gives us a lot of information about the situation between two characters. So the thug thinks the girl as the deer and he as the tiger, but for the position, the girl is actually on the upper head and investigate the whole situation. We can still use this screenshot as an example of lights. For the girl, the lights are shined directly from the upper head and makes a lot of shadow on the lower parts of the face and to create this very, very scary look. And for the thug, the lights are directly on his face. Everything detailed just exposed to the air. It's just like he's like a rabbit just standing out in the field. And we have the second music in this extract. Unlike the first one, this music have more beats and it's kind of represent the personality of the thug, such a shallow character. And here is a screenshot of the frame after the girl bite the thug's finger. And we can have a look at when they just met. The camera angle of when they just met is from up to down, and it actually shows us the innocence of the girl. And after the bite, the camera angle is from down to up, with the blood on the mouse and the tiger poster on the left side of the frame. It actually gives us a feeling that the girl seems to be the victim at first, but finally she is actually the attacker in the scene. And we can also have a look at the last part of this extract when the girl met Arash the first time. The angle of them are both in the same line, so it's actually describe the situation that they are in the same position or in the same state. Another interesting part is the position changing is right after the girl show her tooth out, and it's just at the same time the music stop, and it helps to create this super intense killing scene. And this is actually the first time the girl show up as the vampire and the first killing scene in the movie. Louis Alice Welton said, for the title, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, no longer is the girl walks home alone at night scared for the girl, but rather is scared for people who run into her. And as the beginning of the scene, the girl appears like the typical victim, and however, she is actually the cold-blooded killer. And there's nothing like the girl that dancing in the 80s music. Emma seems to create a character that might mimic old men's and sometimes skating in the streets, but also as a killer. It's like the old-fashioned vampire just hit by a teenager, and as a result, it creates this character, the girl. Tasha Robinson also said the film is a lack of solidity and the dreamy pathing, and said it felt stylish but empty, and it leaves a lot of space and rooms to let the characters to show themselves with no actual content or plot going on. And for this, we can go back to the music parts. The music in the film actually helped the director to create this feeling of empty. Such as this extract, there is really any dialogue in the scene, and it leaves a lot of gap or silence between each plot and action, like such as the part when the girl is dancing and doing makeup in her apartment, or the beginning when they are in the thug's home. And to fill in these gaps in silence, the director decided to use music. And it's such a good idea that the music can help to create this mood. From the website The Vinyl Me Please, it said listeners are helplessly and willingly drawn into these fantastical words, understanding that it is the mood that matters. So actually, it's create a feeling for both audience and characters, and it's such a good idea to insert different style of music and let the audience immerse into the character's personality. And I will end this with my favorite line in the film. And thank you for listening.